Welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, what is the biggest fire you have ever seen in real life? For me, it would probably be a bonfire. A bonfire is a really big outdoor fire that people usually build for celebrations or camping or community events. It's made by stacking up a lot of wood and setting it alight, and it can grow really tall and bright. I've noticed that it always takes a lot of work to get a really large fire going. And then once that fire is going, it takes a lot of work to keep it going. Why is that? What is fire? Do you want to learn about it today? Fire is a chemical reaction. More specifically, fire is the visible part of a process called combustion. Combustion happens when three ingredients come together: fuel, heat, and oxygen. Can you repeat those three things? Fuel, heat, and oxygen. If you have those three things, you have a fire. Scientists call this the fire triangle. If any one of those three things is missing, a fire can't start, or it will quickly go out. Now, when I say fuel, I don't necessarily mean gas, but it could be gas. But there are other types of fuel for fire too, like wood or paper. Heat is what gets things started, maybe from a match or a lightning strike. And then oxygen is the gas in the air all around us that keeps the reaction going. When heat excites the molecules in the fuel enough, they start breaking apart and combining with oxygen. This produces new substances like carbon dioxide and water vapor, and it also releases energy in the form of heat and light. That glowing, flickering flame you see, that's the fire itself. A mixture of hot gases and tiny glowing particles. Different materials can make flames glow in different colors. For example, sodium burns yellow, copper makes a green flame, and lithium makes a red one. Campfire flames usually look orange or yellow because of glowing soot particles, which are tiny pieces of carbon that light up when they get very hot. Now, the shape of a flame is interesting too. Fire always seems to point upward, right? Why do you think that is? That's because hot air rises. As the gases in the flame heat up, they become lighter than the cooler air around them. They float upward and cooler air rushes in at the bottom, bringing in more oxygen. This creates that classic teardrop flame shape. Fires can get bigger or smaller depending on how much fuel and oxygen they have. Have you ever seen somebody blowing on a flame in order to get the flame to grow bigger? But wouldn't you think that blowing on a fire would put it out? I mean, that's how we blow out birthday candles, right? Well, blowing gently on a spark can actually make it grow into a flame. Your breath gives it more oxygen. But you don't want to blow too hard or you'll push the flame away from its fuel and put it out. That's what's happening when you blow out birthday candles. But that's why sometimes you have to blow really hard on birthday candles. Like it doesn't work the first time. Blow harder! Fires can be incredibly useful. They provide warmth, light, and a way to cook food. Humans have used fire for thousands of years to survive. But fires can also be dangerous if they get out of control, like wildfires. That's why it's really important to be really careful around them. Do you remember what the 3 ingredients are for fire? Fuel, heat, and oxygen. Pretty amazing that those 3 ingredients can create such a fiery reaction. Okay, let's have a quick quiz. What are the 3 parts of the fire triangle? Those would be fuel, heat, and oxygen. What color does copper make a flame? That would be green. And then sodium burns yellow and lithium burns red. Most campfires look orange or yellow because of the glowing soot particles, which are tiny pieces of carbon that light up when they get really hot. What do humans usually use fire for? Yeah, a few different things. You can use it for warmth, for light, or for cooking, or for many other reasons. True or false? Fire is a solid. That is false. It's a chemical reaction made of hot gases. True or false? Flames always point downward. False. They point upward because hot air rises. True or false? A gentle breath can sometimes help a fire grow. That is true. Would you rather sit around a cozy campfire telling stories or watch a giant fireworks show light up the night sky? I've gotten to see a lot of fireworks shows in my life, and I do love fireworks, but I love sitting around a campfire, just talking to the people I love. That is just such a fun time for me. So I think I'm going to go with cozy campfire. What about you? Okay, let's play What Am I? I'm part of the fire triangle. I'm all around you, but you can't see me. Here's the last clue. Without me, you can't breathe. That is oxygen. Okay, I've got 2 more. I can turn orange, yellow, green, or red. I dance and flicker, but you can't hold me. I'm the visible part of combustion. What am I? That would be a flame. Okay, 1 more. I can grow if there's more oxygen. I can shrink or die if you throw water on me. And sometimes I can spread out of control and become very wild. Yep, it's fire. I have so many great memories of camping out with my family or bonfires with my friends growing up, and I'm realizing how many of the most special memories I have involve fire. Fire is very dangerous, but if you treat it with respect and you use good judgment, it's an amazing tool. I bet you'll have many great memories around the fire as you grow up, too. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And for all the grown-ups listening, thank you so much for telling other parents about this show. Please visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com to get a free printable with activity ideas that don't involve screens. Those are the best kinds of adventures to have. That's CuriousKidsEveryday.com. See you tomorrow.